Sometimes you get through sharing all the episodes, sometimes you don't. Welcome to SCV Chat. I'm your host, Stephen Moose. And before we get started, please remember the views and opinions expressed in this broadcast are not necessarily the views and opinions of the SCV. It's GEC, Northern Divisions Brigade. Wait, I messed up the disclaimer. The views and opinions expressed in this broadcast are not necessarily the views and opinions of the SCV. It's GEC, Northern Divisions Brigade camps, or any other subsidiaries. Strictly those expressing them. So let me put that on the screen because I messed it up. And I will continue to share this episode out. And I highly encourage y'all all to. The only way we can keep up our big numbers, the only way we can keep up improving SCV chat and getting more and more people aware of the SCV is through your shares. I can't stress the importance of it enough. As important as it is to watch the episode every Monday, we need y'all's help in sharing it out. I share it out to as many groups as I can, but I'm not in every group in the SCV. So, yes, please help me out. I'm going to keep sharing for a minute, so I hope everybody is having a great Monday. I know I am. I have ordered my class ring, so I'll have that next Tuesday, apparently. I don't know why it takes so long to get that. I am finally, an alumni from the University of Mississippi after this weekend. I already got my degree. I already got my piece of paper finally. I was supposed to technically have that a while ago, but they took their sweet time. But yeah, no, finally done. Thank goodness. But right now I'm currently sharing everything out. So if y'all could help me and join in that regard, that would be phenomenal. And of course, invite friends to watch. This is probably not the best episode to do it because we're just going to be kind of chilling this episode with everything going on last week. With not only finally getting done with school, I am starting a business, so I did not have time to plan this Monday episode. I could have swore I had a guest lined up. Me and Connor both thought we did. And I was like, oh, yeah, well, no, we got a guest. We'll be all right. I was like, we just have to show up and look pretty and, ask some good questions. And I got in and I was like, oh, crap, I don't have a guest. And, of course, just today has been so busy. I hadn't. Normally, we have a lot of people that are awesome and say that, they'll come on if we don't have a guest. And I just didn't have time to contact everybody. I have a job now, and so I get off work very close to time to kick off of the show. And so, and today specifically, I had to go and order, of course, my class ring like I was talking about. So that took some time. And then, have you ever done something like stupid? Because I did. So I called the University of Mississippi today as soon as I got off work, before I got my ring or ordered my ring, and I chewed them out about not having my degree because I was like, I should have mine. Y'all said, I would have my lovely piece of paper by now. And I want my piece of paper. I want to hang that up in my office. So where's my piece of paper, Ole Miss? And I kind of got on to him, and then it was like, Mr. Dawes, you have yours. Huh? Lo and behold, I checked my email. Because mine gets emailed to me. What I did, it gets emailed to me. And I'll look. Sure enough, there's my lovely piece of paper that says I'm an alumni, that I did something at Ole Miss. And so I did. I spent on the phone with them for 30 minutes. And then, of course, after that, I called the department and figured out I wasn't going to get my ring directly from Ole Miss. I went to another dealership because I have I'm getting Colonel Reb on mine. I posted a picture of it on my social medias for the few people that are friends. Because I do encourage everybody in the SCV to go follow my SCV page because I really don't post a lot of SCV stuff on my personal. That's for family. That really is it. You might get an update about my life every now and then, and so I called that person and double checked my ring size and ordered the ring, and then I of course went and did all the farm work and came back and answered some work emails and sent some work emails. Yes, storm. We're just going to kind of be chilling tonight, talking. I do have something to occupy y'all's time. I have a trivia book, and we'll kind of ask a couple questions. There's no prizes and there's no points tonight for trivia. That's why it's not a quote-unquote trivia night. We're just going to talk a little bit, and every now and then I'm going to throw out a trivia question. And we're just going to have a good time. It's been a while since we had a episode, and kind of after April where it's busy, it's slam packed. We are producing some of the best episodes. And again, if you have not watched our April episodes, I do ask that you go over to our YouTube page and give them a watch because Facebook takes our videos down now. And that's why I'm asking everybody to share, for everybody to please go subscribe to us on YouTube. It's the best way to watch us, honestly, and long-term support us. I'm happy that we have so many people on Facebook that watch us. Thousands upon thousands of people every Monday are, sit down and with their family and watching an episode of SCV Chat. That is one of my favorite things. To hear that, to see that Southern families are watching this together, it really does warm my heart. But you can still watch on Facebook, but I'm asking that everybody go support us on YouTube as well. And if you didn't see last month's episodes, we produced some great episodes in the month of April for the Monday show. So I'm begging, please go check that out so we can get our views and we can continue to, and of course, share it so we can continue to get the message out, guys. That at the core of this, that's what this is about, is projecting the good news that the SCV is doing out to the public and telling the public the truth. And I think we did a phenomenal job of that Monday on our Monday episodes, SCV Chat in April. So please go check those episodes out if you haven't. But yeah, no, we're just gonna have a good time. So I'm gonna greet everybody. It's gonna kind of be like an episode of Look Around almost. But it is great to see Dr. Mitchum in the chat. I actually need to call Dr. Mitchum this week. I was busy with school and setting up a business last week, so I couldn't call you, sir. But I'll be calling you sometime this week, and we can talk about what we're going to talk about. That's all I'm going to say on the air. Wes Franklin, good to see you, brother, from, of course, the great state of Missouri. Al from Tennessee, good to see you. Charles Ray, good to see you. It looked like it was going to pour today. The 5th Brigade Facebook group or Facebook page is in the chat, so I know that Keith is watching, my councilman. It is good to see you, brother. I don't think we have anything to talk about. Hopefully everything's running smoothly in our brigade. Isn't that right? Jason, good to see you from the Turner Asby camp in Virginia. Evening Moosamaniacs 2025 school year is over now. It is for the entire summer of SCV commitments. Yes. So one of my friends is one of my best friends, and another one of my best friends is getting married. I'm the best man in both of them. So I either have SCV or them, our family, all summer. I don't have one free weekend this summer. That's how packed we are with some SCV stuff. So it is the Moose Summer Tour will be starting soon as I start trying to visit my camps more with the last semester of school. I really had to commit and get the last bit of my classes out of the way. And so I have not got to travel as much as I normally do. And of course, I won't be able to travel much of May because of starting a business, which if you've ever started a business, you know how hard that is. And it's probably going to be a rough year or two because, again, if you haven't started a business, this is the thing I'm hearing. The first 2 years usually are awful. You're working so hard and just trying to get your business out there. So I'm fully expecting that. I'm hopefully wrapping up, and so I can announce my business soon. But yes, the entire summer for Daddy Moose and Moose is booked. Being being the son of the division commander, there's a lot of obligations I have as 5th Brigade commander that he has as division commander. Me and my father love traveling. That's probably one of my favorite things we do is we go out to these SCV events. It's a good I tell everybody, I was like, I'm blessed to have such a great relationship with my father and working relationship with my father, not just on our family farm, but in the SCV, where we can go to a lot of stuff together and we mostly agree on everything. Believe it or not, there are disagreements, but we all always handle it gracefully and try to convince the other. It is truly a blessing. And so I'm looking forward to the heavy travels. And that and the 250th. For those who don't know, I'm also in the Sons of the American Revolution. And I'm part of the Laurel and Waynesboro, planning for the 250th. So I have a lot of events lined up for that. Speaking of which, there's an event later this year. And the only reason I'm giving y'all a hint is because this show is seen by millions of people a year. And thousands of people tune in to watch the show every Monday. And I am just going to say it like this. There's this period later in this year, I'm going to look dead ugly for a time period. Just know I'm doing it for the 250th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration, our founding generation, for the men that inspired our ancestors. So just understand that. I can't say anymore, but it's, oh gosh, I'm going to look rough for a while. And then I see the 5th Brigade on YouTube. So that is the Justin. Justin is the 5th Brigade Chief of Heritage Promotions. He does a great job for us over on YouTube. So go check out our YouTube because Justin puts his heart and soul into that. And because I can't, SCV Chat takes up all my time. And then I have my work responsibilities, other SCV responsibilities, and of course this year SAR responsibilities. And I just couldn't have any time to do the YouTube page. Takes a lot of dedication. That's why this show takes a lot, because of one thing like repetitiveness. If you stop posting, you actually hurt yourself on YouTube and Facebook. And so I want to give a round of applause for Justin for doing that. He's doing great work on there. So please go check out the Mississippi 5th Brigade social media page. Thank you, Charles. I'm very happy to have it over with and have my piece of paper that says I can do my job. And I'm looking forward to my job. I'm very passionate about my work, and I'm looking forward to it. And I'm also looking forward to being able to do a side project that is, of course, my love that I thought for a while I wasn't going to be able to do. So I'm looking forward to that. David Pope, good to see you. Good to see the most sharp-dressed man in the SCV, Past Commander-in-Chief Paul Gramlin Jr. Get to see the legend, the Lone Ranger, Past Commander-in-Chief Chuck McMichael, Derek T. Glover, the Brigade General J.J. Alfred A. Mouton Camp 778, James, the Louisiana Division. Yeah, SCV SummerSlam, Derek. That is what we are. My gosh. Whoo. It is a lot. And of course now it's a division reunion season, and so I'm getting ready for that. I actually just got a email about that, so I don't know what it's about. This is I'll figure it out. All right. Now let's get back to the show. Task Manager Chuck McMichael does something genius, which I have to thank him for. He gets on both the shows and just jumps around. So he is on supporting us on Facebook and YouTube to help increase views. That is awesome. Thank you. I love that. That's just phenomenal. So, all right, for the SCV part of celebrating the 250th, I have a match, a dream match, if you will. We will have the mighty T-Rex himself, past Commander-in-Chief Jason Boshears, take on the dastardly, the evil, the Emperor, Abraham Lincoln, and then he pile drives Abraham Lincoln to end the match, and he shaves his beard after a match. It's a beard versus heightening boots match. If Jason wins, he gets a pair of boots to make him taller. Or no, if Emperor Lincoln wins, he gets Jason's boots that makes him taller. Which I don't know if Jason has a pair. If he doesn't, we need to find him a pair. And then, of course, J-Bo wins, he gets to shave Lincoln's beard and keep his magical height-raising boots. We need that. And thank you, brother. Keep up the hard work over there on the 5th Brigade page. That's awesome. And that's hurtful. No, I look tired most of the time because I am. This is getting older. It's not for the weak. Me and one of my friends stayed up Saturday night till about 5 a.m. So Sunday now, and we were just visiting because I don't get a lot of free time, so I shot up and was like, "Oh man, let's visit," and we did. He had to be at the fire station. He's a firefighter, and golly, he had to be there in under an hour, and we were 40 minutes away, so he had to run, take a shower, and get ready. And then I basically fell asleep in the chair and woke up and finally went to bed. And it was a long day Sunday, and I don't know if I've recovered today. A stretcher match. All right. So what do y'all want to talk about again? This is one of the chill episodes, kind of like how we used to in the past. I got as I said, a couple of trivia questions for y'all. I have a question for y'all. Now these aren't pre-planned. Again, I'm just kind of jumping around. So let me go ahead and take that bookmark out so I don't lose my spot. What war between the states commander was described in battle in this manner? He looked as though he ought to have been and was the monarch of the world. Who is described that way in one of the battles during the war between the states? I'm going to start you off with a hard one because I never heard that quote before. So I'll be interested to see who knows this. And I'll repeat it every now and then. Again, this is not official trivia night. There's nothing on the line. There's no points. I'm not keeping up with anything. We're just here to have a good time tonight, guys. We'll have an actual trivia night where there's a prize on the line, and the points do matter. But tonight, we're just kind of chilling and having a good time. I'm going to try to see if I can answer some questions in the chat or talk about SCV chat or talk about the SCV. Other things. So I'll give y'all about another minute to put that in the chat. Again, the question was, what war between the states commander was described during a battle that he looked as though he ought to have been and was the monarch of the world? And we do have some news. So we'll talk about that in a second. But I am looking forward to National Reunion. I'm looking forward to the division reunion. Hoping to sell some more challenge coins to get a monument up. And just looking forward to seeing my brothers and spend some time together. So we got some answers in the chat. It is that time, so I will say the answer was General Robert E. Lee. Yes, so the answer was General Robert E. Lee. Of course, the honorable man Lee was, if such a position was ever made, he would have denied it. But I don't know if I could describe anything better than Robert E. Lee being, monarch of the world. Better way to describe him. That was too obvious. Michael, you didn't even say Lee. Okay, I'll pick a harder one. Tonight's not supposed to be hard trivia. It's supposed to be fun trivia. my own division member, man. It's good to see you in the chat, by the way, Michael. Oh, that's pretty funny, though. Oh, gosh. Oh, this one's Union heavy. Ugh. I'm just messing with you, Michael. Yeah, no, Wes, I'd vote for it. Chuck says, are you doing the oratory? Yes, I have to defend my title. So for those who don't know, I had the distinct privilege and honor of winning the oratory contest last year. That was a very special moment to me last year. If you would have told me that I would win something for speech and my comedic timing, I would have lied and said, or I would have said no. Because if you watch this show for some time, I don't speak well. That's why I don't do interviews. I don't speak well. I stutter, and of course I can't pronunciate. And then of course I always try to be funny. I don't usually succeed. So to win the oratory last year was just one of those things I didn't ever expect to do, but take a lot of great pride in it. So, yes, sir, I will be in the oratory this year to defend my title. I'm trying my best to figure out my speech right now, how I'm going to present it to everybody. I have a feeling, or I have something in my head. I'll put it like that. For the event. But I'm looking forward to it. I'll do the oratory as long as I can. And if I feel like I can do the topic justice. If I don't feel like I can either do the topic justice, meaning if I know I can't really do anything good with it, or if I can't make it entertaining, because part of it for me, the challenge for me is not only speaking good, but giving everybody a laugh. The oratory for me anyway. Now we actually have the official one of the official oratory guys, so he can tell y'all the real thing. But for me, it's about relaxing with my brothers, hearing the good speech, laughing, and just having a good time, because reunion season can be stressful. The battle that we're in for our heritage is obviously stressful. We have to be serious all the time. And so it's nice to just cut loose and let my hair down with my brothers. And that's what that means to me. It's an enjoyable event. And so if I feel like I can't do it justice, I won't enter. But I'll do it as long as y'all allow me, if I feel like I'm doing a good job. And I can, as I said, do the topic justice. This year, I had to. I had to. I have to defend my title. I can't just leave y'all hanging. I'm trying to see. Actually, I'm not going to reveal that. I got something planned already. You know what they say: loose lips sink ships. So I'm not going to do that. But next question would be, who said this quote? We're going to be doing some quotes now. During the war, I failed, and that is about all that can be said about it. So, who said that quote? I failed, and that is all I can say about it. I like to know I did a good job. I like to know that, hey, I went out there, I was not only entertaining, but I did a good job. Sometimes, one second, I'm helping my one of my friends send out wedding invitations right now. So I'm making sure that he didn't just randomly send his address to the wrong person. So I'll let y'all give y'all about a minute to do that. So y'all let loose. But just one more time. Who said a famous quote? I failed, and that is all I can say. Or that is about all that can be said about it. Trust me, it's interesting who said it, and I kind of agree with him. But I'm looking forward to the oratory. Last year, I had an easy topic for me. It was about Southern education, which that's simplified. There's an actual theme and topic, but it had to do with like Southern University. And obviously, being a college student for as long as I was like, this might be the only chance I can really talk about the stuff that made me super angry at college. While I was at Ole Miss, and let out frustration. And I felt like I told years of stories that I said I would never share until I graduated. And I had a great time coming up with that speech. And then halfway through it, I just started telling stories that I had already known, because I was actually like a minute short, or 30 seconds short. And so I started adding stuff and ended up taking up the rest of the time. I had a great time. And that might be the favorite one I've given out of the two I participated. This year will be my third year participating in the oratory. The first year, I thought it was a great theme. And I thought Mississippi was a great topic, and I can't remember if I was second, third, or if I was fourth. I think I was third or fourth. But the competition was tough that year, and it was tough last year, but it was really tough the year before that, and I think Carl won. So I actually, and that's something we could talk about tonight. Who Who wants a Moose Mania shirt? We haven't done a Moose Mania shirt in forever. So I made one for this year and thought about letting the chat heads pick where the money goes. Has to go to the SCV. It has to go to one of the funds. Just pointing that out. You can't just say, donate it to Krispy Kreme. But, I just thought. We only got one person that got that one right. David Lee Garrett Lincoln said I'd failed. Yes, Abraham Lincoln said the quote, I failed, and that is all that can be said about it. And I couldn't agree more. I just mean I couldn't agree more. I mean that just really rings home, doesn't it? And some of these are just like way long. I got another one. I thought we can't throw stuff. Man, I wish I knew that. That one's easy. Okay. I have two, but I felt like one was extremely easy. So here is the next trivia. That's why I was so quiet. What war between the state general was described with this quote? Boys, he's not much for looks, but if we had him, we wouldn't be caught in this trap. So obviously, this is another side, either Yankee or rebel, that is describing the other another general. It sounds like. Boy, the quote is describing. Who is he describing? First off, that is the answer I'm looking for. Who is this quote describing? Boys, he's not much for looks, but if we had him, we wouldn't be caught in this trap. The audience. Okay. The favorite one, Chuck McMichael said, nope, wait. Chuck McMichael said, my favorite one I did was the year I threw out the rubber snakes. While part of me is extremely glad that the oratory is not filmed, because I definitely, definitely don't want that being for the public. But part of me wishes I could see that, because I never got to see you perform in the oratory. But you are a 3-time winner in a row, if I'm not mistaken. That's why we have the Chuck McMichael rule. So I'd love to see. I wish I could see it, and I'll give you all about a minute on that to answer that question. Again, the question was, boys, he's not much for looks, but if we had him, we wouldn't be caught in this trap. Oh, okay. I want to see the film for that one then, because I'm sure that was pretty funny. The audience can't throw stuff, so that is good to know. I'm probably not going to be able to incorporate it into my speech this year, but for future speeches, as I said, I always try to find something to improve on, and I think I have something great that I can do this year. Like, I am really, really looking forward to it. Oh Oh, I want that. Um, but yeah, no. The one thing I think I've done, I have at least planned this far for the speech is the aura, and that's all I'm gonna say about it. I'm bringing into the speech. I'm pretty proud that I think I've done something that's going to be different than everybody else. Of course, those plans go up in smoke. Last year, I thought that my cap and gown idea was great, and no one else was going to wear it. And I think two other people had the same idea and talked on similar subjects, so that scared me. But trying to be different for the audience, and of course, challenging for myself. That's probably my favorite part about it. Trying to come up with an idea that I think is going to be different. You don't always are successful in that category. I've learned that producing this show. When you produce a show every week for normally we produce 50 or 45 to 50 episodes a year for just the Monday show. Gosh, it gets hectic planning it. So I will say SCV Chat probably helped prepare me for the oratory, because I can really roll the punches a lot better than I did a year ago. But the answer to that question, a Union soldier used that quote to describe General Stonewall Jackson. Boys, he's not much for looks, but if we had him, we wouldn't be caught in this trap. Let's see here. So we will start looking. Oh, thank you, Wes. As I said, last year, I went in it thinking that I didn't really have a good speech. Because I changed so much stuff last minute and I didn't get to practice it. I really changed a lot about the speech and how I was going to do it. And I was happy with the changes, but again, I didn't know how that was going to go over or if my speech really made sense, which I know it doesn't necessarily have to. It just has to be somewhat on topic. But I didn't know how it was going to resonate with the audience. So thank you, Wes. That means a lot. All right. Next quote. Who said, "There is always a hazard in military movements, but we must decide between the positions of inaction and the risk of action"? That's a great quote for the SCV. I might steal that and put it in one of my talks, actually. That's a pretty good one right there. Okay. We have some questions coming in. I might use those in a minute. But who said there are always hazards in military movements, but we must decide between the positions of inaction and the risk of action? Who said that? All right. All right. But yeah, no, I'm looking forward to reunion. I plan for I plan everything down. How I'm going to walk up to the stage, where I'm going to put General McMoose, everything down to a T. I jokes, pauses. I'm one of those. I get out. I get two. I write it first on like a yellow pad. What I think, some ideas. I might run it by a person or two. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I do, and cross out stuff I don't think is working. and then I type it, practice it, and try to come up with anything else. But this year, again, I think one of my favorite things I have going for me is partly my my introduction, and uh, my my ideas I'm having. I'm pretty happy with them. I just don't know yet how I'm going to work everything in. Just one more time. There's always a hazard in military movements, but we must decide between the positions of inaction and the risk of action. Who said that quote? Yes, you do. You did win the Moose Chalice last year. Congratulations. I think you're up for the Thomas Franklin Award this year. It's the person who's the latest to the show every day. See, that's my problem, James. I do write my speeches out, but I also go freelance every time as well. So I more or less I use bullet points to keep me on topic because I'm a rambler. I'll go down a rabbit hole quicker than anybody. So I kind of use that. I wish I had a picture idea, the picture for the shirt on my phone. It might be on my old phone, but I have already designed a T-shirt idea for specifically. It would be available in June, um, so you could get it in enough time for reunion. It would be a limited edition. It won't be around for long. But what I'm running up against, we're also selling another shirt that I want to see everybody wear at reunion, which is the South was Right shirt, which it does have a 15% discount, by the way. If you use promo code 250, just go to scvchat.com, go to the support us tab, scroll down to the South was Right in 1861 because America was right in 1776 shirt. I want to see that everywhere on the 4th of July. In a minute, we're going to take a commercial break and kind of I might save that to the end of the episode because I'm kind of rolling and we only got a couple minutes left tonight's episode ones. All right. The answer to that question, who said the quote? There is always a hazard in military movements, but we must decide between the position of inaction and the risk of action, was General Robert E. Lee. So that came from General Robert E. Lee. So let's see here. I got the next one. So yeah, so the shirt for Moose Mania, if we do it, is Moose Mania 3, because we did a Moose Mania 1 and 2 shirt and logos, and so obviously next up would be Moose Mania 3, and it is me dressed like Hulk Hogan versus Thomas Franklin, who's in the position of Andre the Giant. And of course, again, the chat heads will our Patreon members actually will probably get a chance to pick if we do the shirt and if we or where it goes as well, a donation. So I know there's already a shirt for the oratory. So that was, of course, going to be my original idea. But so I'll let the chat heads over on Patreon. That can be a perk for Patreon members. If they want this shirt, where should we donate the money? Because I have no problem donating some of the money to the SCV. So we got one more quote, and then we got some stuff coming in from the audience that I think is pretty good stuff that we can kind of use for the end. But I enjoyed this quote. Who said the quote? The time for compassion has now passed, and the South is determined to maintain her position and make all those who oppose her smell Southern powder and feel Southern steel. Who said that quote? I will give y'all a minute. So yeah, no. If you're a member of our Patreon, you can vote on if we're even going to do the shirt. I'll post a picture of the graphic. Again, I thought it was hilarious when I saw it, and was very happy with the product and the logo. And of course, if nothing, we'll just post it during reunion week and have a good laugh. And of course, if we do vote yes for it, we will move on to picking where we want it to be. So we'll check that out sometime after the show. We are about to be out, though, of time. So again, I'll give y'all just a bit longer. And real quick, a reminder, who said the quote? The South, the time for compassion has now passed, and the South is determined to maintain her position and make those who oppose her smell Southern powder and feel Southern steel. That is also a new quote of mine that I like. I like that quote. Keep that in for later. I do love that people are also doing trivia questions in the chat and participating in that. That's awesome. Thank you all. Again, make sure to share this episode out and invite people to watch it. Helps us out. But yeah, no. What do y'all think it should go towards? Because of course, there's no telling how much it'll raise. But no, go away. But you never know. I found the ending quote. It's an easy one, but I think it pretty much sums up everything. There we go. So I'll find that after the show. If you are a member on the Patreon, go to our Patreon and you can see the design. You can vote on if we're going to do a shirt next week. If it's a yes, we'll vote on where the money should go. I'll put a list of stuff we could donate for the SCV on there. All right. The answer to that question was, who said the quote? The time for compassion has now passed, and the South is determined to maintain her position and make all those who oppose her smell Southern powder and feel Southern steel. The answer is President Jefferson Davis, the great Jefferson Davis. All right. And I'll pick one of the questions in the chat. We got a couple. David Pope asked, what Confederate chronicler served as stated clerk in the Presbyterian Church of the United States for 50 plus years. Who did that? And we'll wrap it up soon, guys. I hope you had a good time. Hope everybody's having a good time tonight. So one more time, that is what Confederate chronicler served as stated clerk in the Presbyterian Church of the United States for 50 plus years. We'll give you a couple more minutes until I ask David for the answer. Correction, 25 years. 25 years. So maybe that will help. Who served as the stated clerk in the Presbyterian Church of the United States for 25 years? Thank you, Charles. Again, I wanted to have a good time. I'd finally gotten done with class, and so we just thought about a relaxed episode. Yeah, it had nothing to do with how busy I am. And how I thought I had a guest and didn't. And it had nothing to do with that. All right, David, when you get a chance, please put the answer in the chat for everybody. And we're going to top this one off with one more quote. This is going to be interesting. I'm wondering who it is. I won't say if I have a thought because I don't want to give out the answer, but we'll wait for David. As soon as David comments, the time is over. you have to have answered before David puts it in the chat. So whenever you get a chance, David. But if you are a chat head, go ahead after the show is over and go feel it out. I am actually going to be looking for it because it's on my old phone. Right now, actually, I'm looking for the quote, or not the quote, but the finished product, if you will, of that post. And of course, my poor old phone was not wanting to work. Let's see if I can find it. I doubt it. Man, don't you hate when they change stuff up? They updated my old phone and I can't find anything. David, we kind of need the answer. We might not have an answer, guys. Well, that's interesting. Okay. So the answer was James Power Smith was stated clerk of the Synod of Virginia of the Presbyterian Church in the U.S. for 50 years. Wow. And the quote to end us out: who said the education of a man is not complete until he dies? I'll give y'all a couple minutes, and while y'all answer that, let us talk about our wonderful sponsors for tonight. Of course, we could not do this show without our wonderful sponsors. And of course, first up, do you feel some knee pain? Have you fallen off a fence? Have you stabbed your eye with a stick? Well, go check out Dr. Chris Cummins, MD of Oxford, Mississippi. He will make you feel good and treat you with some great Southern hospitality. And he'll make you want to skip that apple a day so you can go see the doctor. He will help you with your knee pain, anything you got going on. He is a life member of the SCV. He is a past surgeon in chief of the Sons of Confederate Veterans. He has a new address at 501 Heritage Drive, Suite 11. So make sure to go check him out. And of course, next up on our sponsor list is 31st Regiment Engraving. Go check them out at 31stregengraving.com. Make sure to get your orders in for these. It'd be great to see some more people have these at reunions. It helps us honor our ancestors and helps me every day remember why I do what I do. I do it for Private S.O. Dolls. So why don't you get one of these from 31st Regiment Engraving at www.31stregengraving.com. Next up, go check out Beauregard's Tailor, a family-driven business proudly offering authentic reproduction flags, T-shirts, lapel pins, and so much more, crafted with exceptional research and unmatched quality. Checking them out at www.beauregardstailor.shop. I actually bought some stickers. I wish I would have brought one in. I think I left it in the truck. And I bought a flag, and I took it up to Oxford for my graduation. It is reproductions of the 11th Mississippi Infantry flag, which, if you don't know who the 11th Mississippi is, that is the University Grays. That is the Ole Miss students that went off to fight during the war between the states. And so I had their sticker, the little miniature stickers with me all weekend. I kept one in my back pocket and carried it around with me. And of course, I flew the flag this weekend while I was in Oxford in honor of the 11th. So they'd be with me as I became an alumni of the school we both shared together. So I'll have to show that because it was really good, high quality stuff. And I was very happy about it. Real quick, just a reminder on the quote: who said the education of man is not complete until he dies? And now on to the rest of our sponsors. Of course, the museum at Market Hall, home of the Confederate Museum since 1899. They're open Tuesdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. Remember, if the flag is out, they are open. Admission is $10 for adults, $3 for kids 6 to 12. People 5 and under are free, and also free for military and veterans and the handicap accessible. They have a lot of great stuff, including some of the stuff you see on screen now. The General Beauregard painting is obviously breathtaking. I love seeing flags. They have a lot of beautiful flags, swords. They have a cannon, man. And, of course, military uniforms. And, of course, their online gift shop, which you can check out at www.museummarkethall.com. Only charges you $5 for shipping. You can't get any better than that. So go check out the museum at Market Hall. And our last sponsor is, of course, the Sam Davis Home and Museum. Go outside, have a creekside picnic, walk through the garden, discover a nature trail, bring your dog for a game of catch, visit a 19th century smokehouse, kitchen, slave cabins, and more, and visit the final resting place of the boyhood hero, Sam Davis, and several of his family members. Watch inside the film about Sam Davis, explore the museum galleries, participate in the scavenger hunt, tour the historic home, visit the gift shop for souvenirs, homemade, and local goods. Give yourself an hour and a half to 2 hours to fully enjoy your experience. You can go check out more at www.samdavishome.org. And of course, we could not do the show that we are doing today without our great Patreon members. For $2.50 a month, you could feed a moose. For $10 a month, you become a real chat head and get behind the scenes content, get some voting rights, like again with the Moose Mania shirt. and so much more. And of course, for $30 a month, you get exclusive SCV merchandise that not even me and GCB, the owners of SCV Chat, can get. And of course, for $80 a month, you can join our great sponsors that we've been talking about. And of course, I'd be crazy not to talk about the 2026 National Reunion in Kentucky, the 131st National Sons of Confederate Veterans Reunion. You can go register today at 131stscv.org. They did want us to tell everybody that the hotel is almost full. And there's also been a new merchandise. Now, I did not have time to add this to their merchandise page. It is a challenge coin to help with the Kentucky Division Monument Fund. So please go check that out. I'll also take one of those challenge coins. We also need to make sure if you're wanting to go to an event that includes a meal, like the awards luncheon, etc., you need to register before June 1st. The History Museum and Bourbon Trails are already sold out, and they are close to selling out on everything else. So make sure to check it out today. So the last quote for this evening, I thought it was fitting. Who said the education of a man is not complete until he dies? Because even though I'm done, my education is never complete. And that was General Robert E. Lee. So thank you all for watching our show and supporting us. And again, we ask that you share this episode out. Check out Tennessee Tuesdays tomorrow at 7 p.m. Confederate Standard Time. Look Around Florida will be on Wednesday at the same time. Of course, I don't know the plans for Look Around this week. I do have my camp meeting, so I will be trying to figure that out a bit later in this week. And of course, Friday is Friday Night Live and the Friends of the Douglas Southall Freeman Group, and of course, Sundays is Hardy on History. So go check them out. Again, thank you to our great Patreon members. I do have the shirt here. I have the design. You can't see it well, but it is the fight that we've always wanted. So go check that out. It will be, of course, on the Patreon member to vote sometime after the episode goes off the air. So maybe around 8:30, you can go check that out for us and make sure that you vote. And yes, before we do, Charles makes a good observation. Condolences to Michael Hardy on the passing of his mother. On that news, a member, and I don't know if he is okay with me sharing his name out, so I'll just say a member of my camp. His mom has also passed. If y'all could keep him in your prayers, he is a dear, close family member of mine. He is a great man. His mom was going to be a founding member of our camp's OCR chapter, and she was the first to pledge her full support to it. And she was a friend of this organization. She was in the Friends of the SCV. So please pray for her, or pray for the family during this time. But without any further ado, thank you all for watching. And remember, chat heads, no fumar in the elevator, and rare frop. Good night, everybody.